Hey, how's it going, guys? Ancient Rin here, back with another Borderlands 3 build video, and today I'll be going over my Rakk attack gun flak build called R4ncid. This build focuses on Rakks doing damage while also using guns for damage, focusing on damage bonuses that benefit from both sides, while also using Bounty Hunter to take advantage of the corrosive bonus in Interplanetary Stalker, which is inspired by the flak build called Fl4ncid in the flak build document. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The save file will be found in my Discord, which is linked down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and for the gear here, we have mainly corrosive weapons and then also splash weapons. We use splash because both Rakks and these guns will benefit from splash damage. Since we're taking splash bonuses, it just helps both sides. And then we have URAD because this is a bonus element that'll also help both sides. And then it allows us to use some non-splash guns that are just good because you can use AC splash enchant on like this gun, while not on this gun. And some splash guns can't roll AC splash, like the Chaosin or the Sandhawk. So it just kind of helps everything in the end just be really good. Now, some of these weapons don't have URAD on here just because I haven't changed them over, but they're all still really good weapons. One of my favorite ones is the Herald, just because it is a super strong gun and one of the best guns just for like normal gun builds, which this partially is. So we have Herald here. Reflux is just really good on flak, and part of the choices I make on flak are because of the reflux. And then we also have the Bloodstar Beast, the Chaosin is splash, Anarchy splash, Sandhawk I love on just most gun builds, so I use it on Sandhawk. You want to use it with the semi-auto mode. We have the Kick Charger. This is just 150/90 or some bossing. Convergence is a nice gun. Monarch in general is just good on flak. Hail is really good with the crit damage. We have Needle Gun, just all really good guns. If it can roll corrosive, it's good for this. And then we have the MP5. This is purely for movement speed. If you don't care about this, swap it to like another gun. I can throw on a Chaosin or a Sandhawk and be like, boom, here we go. And then I have a Guardian Angel. If I want Rakks to do a lot of damage, I will swap to this and just cast Rakks like normal. And then we have the Revolter. We use this for the shock bonus element and the fire rate. So the shock bonus element will apply to Rakks and then also our guns. So this is really good here. The parts don't really matter. I like Vagabond just because I like move speed. You could use Absorb, recharge parts. It doesn't matter too much. Really, any Revolter, as long as it doesn't have projected, is really good. With Action Skill Start, so anytime we cast Rakks, we will have the Revolter bonus going on. And then I have a Mitosis Hunter Seeker. This is for activating head count or reduce cooldowns, so we can just cast Rakks more. You want to get Mitosis, but having just one divider part is fine. Just getting the Hunter Seeker is important because the bullets can crit via Megavore, since it is a bullet. And then I like having the Grenade Throw Anointment for more B2 damage for our Rakks and our guns. It is additive with Guardian Angel, but since it isn't like a mainly just Rakk build, it doesn't matter. Now, I usually would go AC Splash in this part, but since we're using URAD, we don't need to use ASC Rad here. And then the element doesn't really matter at all either. You can do whatever. And then for the class mod, we go Bounty Hunter. The main reason for this is for Interplanetary Stalker, for our guns, and this is what makes the corrosive damage so good. So Interplanetary Stalker gives corrosive damage on a robot kill, but it does not matter with the Bounty Hunter because it'll just activate Hunter kill skills when doing gun damage. So we have that going on. And then it also gives V1 damage and action skill damage, so it's just really, really good skill in general, and so this will just keep it active all the time. You want to look out for splash damage and splash damage radius, and then you can go weapon type or action skill damage. I go action skill damage just because I like it more, and my guns do enough damage, but otherwise you can switch it up with whatever. You can also use a Rakk pack if you want to use Rakks more for damage. This is really good. Focus on getting points in pack tactics. Just this skill right here for V1 damage, really good. But for the bounty hunter, you want to focus on getting the points and most dangerous game, as it'll give crit damage and gun damage and handling, so it's all just really good. But that's like the main thing I'd go there. But all the skills are pretty good, so I'd probably focus passives. Probably same for here with Rakk, focus passive, as they all have really good stuff. And then we go a Flesh Melter Deathless. The main thing we go here is Deathless. This is to keep up URAD. And then we go Flesh Melter for this Flesh Melter corrosive bonus, which we're using corrosive guns. When you get a kill with corrosive damage, it will give a stack of corrosive damage, which is added with other elemental damage. Now, Interplanetary Stalker is pre-add corrosive damage, so this will be a multiplier to that elemental damage and corrosive damage. So it is huge to have other sources of elemental damage. We do have elemental damage from here with the 30%, but having this to be what, over 150, looks like 160 corrosive damage is huge if you have that at max stacks. And then for the passives, you mainly want area of effect damage in the second or third slot for increased radius, just for our splash damage stuff. And then getting mag size is really good. Then you can go move speed or weapon type. I go move speed over weapon type just because I have enough damage and enough V2 damage from Fl4k's good formula and from grenade throw. So I like to go the move speed just personally so I can move faster. Then you could also go like an Atom Bomb Deathless for bigger radsplosions. This is mainly good if you aren't focusing on guns as much and you just want to go more crazy with Rakk, especially when holding a Guardian Angel. You'll have those URAD radsplosions being even bigger and stronger. Icebreaker is nice if you pair it with like a Frozen Heart. I think I might still have one. Yeah, Axe Skill Start Frozen Heart, but it's V2 damage and don't really need it. And then if you swap the Guardian Angel, pretty irrelevant because that's also V2 damage. And then Snowdrift can be good just for sliding around for movement speed, especially in places where you need to dodge a lot. Alright, and for the skill tree here, we'll first start off with Red Tree, as this is a Rakk attack build. Interplanetary Stalker, I pretty much already explained, but it gives V1 damage, corrosive damage, which is pre-add, so multiplicative with corrosive damage and elemental damage, and then action skill damage for our Rakks. We have Leave No Trace to give crit hit, returns ammo, which is just really good. Second Intention is a lot to get down the tree. We do have a lot of bonus points. I think it's like 5 here and maybe 2 here are extra, but that's because we just also have the extra points. Hunter's Eye here for the crit damage, armor damage versus robots, and damage reduction versus beast. Just some all nice bonuses. Then we have the head count here for returning action skill. That, of course, again, the Second Intention is used to get down the tree. And then we have Big Game. This is to increase our hunter skill durations like Interplanetary Stalker, so that's really good. And as well as Most Dangerous Game. And then as well as Second Intention, so just all really good. Most Dangerous Game, crit hit damage, gun damage, handling, just all really good for guns. And then we have Galactic Shadow. This will give some crit damage and enemies are less likely to attack you. And then Grim Harvest for gun damage and action skill damage, mainly for the action skill damage. Normally I would never take this, but since I'm focusing on action skill damage for Rakks, I love taking Grim Harvest. And then we go Megavore, gain a chance to score a crit hit with weapons. This will count as a true crit hit, where stuff like Fade Away and Grills and Mist will count as a fake crit hit. Fake crit hits won't benefit from critical hit damage, where true crit hits like Megavore or just hitting the crit spot will benefit from crit hit damage. So this is really good, and then it'll help keep uptime on Leave No Trace and head count. So also having multi-pellets like this ×7, ×7, ×7 here is all really good. This is ×3, but it's actually 7 pellets. And then for Green Tree, I just go down for like the wins, but we also have gun damage here and handling, and then we have Eager to Impress with the kill cooldown, which is really good, and then like the wounds for revive, which is really good, especially when going URAD. And then we don't go any Purple Tree because Purple Tree mainly just kind of sucks. We go down here. The main thing is Flak gets increased gun damage here. Then these two are dump points. We go down, we get Who's Rescues Who. We only need 1 point because it's heals pet based off of how much flak damage do. And we go millions of damage per hit, so pet's always at full health really. Then we go Frenzy for V1 damage. This is a hunter skill, so it should be getting increased by the game. And then we go Heat Bites. Only 1 point Heat Bites is needed, but we use it to go down the tree. Heat Bites will help stack Frenzy since pet is the one that stacks it. So an enemy attacks pet, pet reflects damage back, dealing pet damage, which then stacks Frenzy, so we always have Frenzy up. Then we have pet Psycho Head on a stick. This is used for the pet movement speed. This will mean pet can move faster to us for liquid wounds, which is really nice. And then we have Barbaric Yacht. This will increase the pet bonus, so this will increase our elemental damage here. And then we have Mutated Defenses. When Flak's pet is at low health, it regains damage reduction and regenerates health. This is just good for pet survivability. And then we have Pack Tactics for V1 damage. So it's just all really good there. And then Shared Spirit, when Flak is low health, a portion of it is converted into healing for the Flak's pet. So we're always at low health, so we're always getting healing for our pet. And we go Dominance. Dominance, when you score a crit hit, or well, crit hit while aimed on sights, will dominate enemies and they will be passive. And so this is really good with reflux chains, because those reflux chains will bounce off the enemy and you. It's really weird, but so it's just really good. And so to go back you and pet, or not pet, the enemy, and it won't deal damage to you, so it'll just be a lot more damage in place. That's a big reason why I went Dominance. Another reason I didn't go to into here, Green Capstone, is that you'd only get 25% V1 damage. We're already able to get V1 damage here in Pack Tactics, and we have some in Planetary Stalker, so it isn't needed as much, and only 25% is meh. You wouldn't benefit from Rage and Recover. Hidden Machine is V2 damage, and we don't really have any aggro draw, so it's not helping. We're not above half health, so we don't get this gun damage or max health, movement speed. Turn, tail, and run doesn't really matter. Overclock's nice, but not really needed. So we go into Capstone here, and then we put all extra points into here. Now, if you did go with like ASC Splash instead of Deathless, it could be good with R4ncid, but I don't on this build, and the radsplosions are really nice. You go Terra Cryo, but then you lose a million stuff here, and you don't have radsplosions, so it all just kind of matters, and this is what I ended up with and like the most. I hope you guys enjoyed the build video. Rakk Attack is a super fun action skill, and really the only one that can be used for damage. So combining it with Borderlands series amazing guns and Flak's incredible formula, we make it a super fun build. Again, you can find the save file in my Discord, which is linked down below, as well as my other socials. If you haven't, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.